What is going on, everyone? Happy Saturday night, and welcome, Mike Pence, back here with another video. And tonight, depending on where you are, tomorrow, we have the infamous, famous, lovely, charming James Jim Klein, Mr. Pepper Steak Chinese Food. Is that all right? Himself. Yes. So this is I definitely thought I did him before. I definitely thought I did this predator before, but he is one of my favorite predators. I think his phone call makes him memorable, and just his smug attitude when coming in. So yes, of course, have to do him. Have to do a James Klein video. You can't review chat logs without the James Klein chat log. So yeah. Yes, been a long time. What's going on, Remy? Just getting back from lunch. Hey, how you doing? What's going on, Cash Money? Yeah, it's just his very cheery attitude as well. I like him because of his whole cheery attitude, as almost like when he's on the phone, he's almost seeming like he's calling one of his buddies to meet up after work to go watch the game. Like him and James Rutherford. He's on the phone with James Rutherford about watching the March Madness after with Mr. John France, just kind of like talking about like that. So yeah, very casual. Yeah. Well, I would rather come down and spend time with you. I'd probably need to stay here and take care of some things. So yeah, he's quite the character. Married man, and one of the. I don't think he's on the. He doesn't think he goes on the Temple of TCAP much or ever, but he changed his name. Canned Fellow slash I think he's Net Buckeye 2.0 now. Does a lot of great prank calls. Just very very good stuff on his. So check it out. I think everyone has probably seen it before. Um, yeah, it's like last night, I was laying in bed and I was kind of like, oh man, I can get in a lot of trouble. Yeah, so very, very classic Predator, especially this call. It's just so casual. He jokingly, and here it's done by Xavier Irk, and so brazen that he openly laughs about being a potential sex offender. Um, yeah, Net Buckeye too. Yeah, good stuff. Definitely good stuff. I don't think he's on the. I mean, I've commented on some of his videos, but I don't think he's really part of the community. I'll definitely have to reach out to him again and see if I can rope him in. Definitely a very entertaining time. He's back at doing videos now. Um, Chinese fight. And like, it's funny. The Jim beat down. You'll get beat down. Jim beat down. What's your last name, sir? Jim beat down. Oh yeah. So James, he was 43 at the time of the sting. He was Hold You Closer, 2003. That's a very specific kind of what you want to do is you want to hold someone closer, 2003. So I don't know if something happened in 2003 or he's had this email since 2003. So yeah, it definitely is a man of sexual desires. So there's this famous picture of him. Ooh, look at that! Just screams generic white male. No chin. Look at that sweater. I wish I had the whole picture just to see the whole sweater. I'm sure his whole family's in that picture too. It is a good freaking Christmas tree. I mean, it kind of blends in too. So okay, so he wanted to meet up with a 15-year-old named Natasha. Natasha. Um, yeah, that's funny. She is 15 and she's black. So remember that she's a black female. What's wrong with that? It's a race. It's a color. So you'll get in trouble, but I'll go to jail. I'll go to jail and register sex for the rest of my life. I don't know how it's funny or like how entertaining that is to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go. If I get caught, I'm gonna go to jail and be a registered sex offender. Ha 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 ha. While he has like 3 kids and a wife and a lovely career, like it's funny. I don't know how it's funny to him. So And I remember he said when he was, Chris did a voiceover, and he was like, basically, one defense that Klein had was that he had a couple glasses of wine the night before. That's a huge jump to go from like wanting to have an affair having an affair on your family, or having an affair with a child, and a couple of glasses of wine. I think having a couple of glasses of wine is, unless this guy's a huge lightweight, I don't know. It doesn't impair your judgment that much, especially in that phone call. I mean, the day after. I mean, I guess I'm assuming he was drunk, quote unquote drunk, or tipsy drinking, or tipsy from wine, talking to Natasha. Sure, that night. Okay, the next day, still has this whole conversation, still talks about meeting the girl, all that stuff. So I find it funny. Like Alonzo, yeah, it's these guys are like, oh yeah, I was just drinking the night before, burp, 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 but you're still showing up, you're still having the conversation, you're still doing all this stuff, so it doesn't work. So the chat, Hold You Closer 2003 at 9:09, July 20th, 2006. What was the most popular song? What was going on? July 20th, 2006. Did I? Yeah. Was that? Yeah. July. What happened on this day? Just before we get into the chat. Historical event, 39th in San Diego Comic Con International. Okay. Colin Farrell confronted about phone sex. Perfect. So basically, Jim Klein. 3 people passed away. American actor, Thing, World of Worlds, whatever happened to Bobby Jane, natural causes. I don't know who that is. Who's that? Something by K-Fed. Let's see. Probably something by K-Fed. Let's see. Before we start the chat. Let's see what was the. Let's see what the most popular song was. Well, this is probably this is what was playing while Jim Klein was having his glass of wine in the background. Let's see. Freaking computer would load. Come on, let's load. Okay. July, we said 20th, right? Umbrella. Oh gosh. Fitting that it'd be Rihanna. It'd be Rihanna. There you go. So while Jim Klein's sitting there having his glass of wine, he's got Umbrella playing by Rihanna featuring Jay-Z. How fitting, considering he's there for a black girl. Said, hey there, Delilah. Man, I remember that song too. Beautiful Girls. Oh man, 2007. What a time. I was in high school. Oh gosh. Yeah, having a Bush beer. Speaking of Alonzo Cash Money, I'm having a Bush beer. Bush sucks, girl. I'm having a Bush beer. Yeah. Anyways, all right, let's get started with the chat. I'm bullshitting around. Hi, Midnight. Nice profile. How are you tonight? Where in GA? Midnight. She has like a screen name or something. It's just the name of the girl. So I guess there was something there. Hey, just bored in Southwest chat. 35 male Atlanta. So he already lied about his age. So there again, it's like it's like premeditated. If you're lying about your age. Try Sapporo. Yeah, Sapporo's good. Sapporo. Yeah, Sapporo's a good beer. I have that usually when I go to the Chinese food places. Not Chinese food places. Japanese places. It's a big tall one. I'm not a huge fan of it just like in the cans. Let's see. 15. So okay, within the second he knows, or within a minute he knows she's 15. There. And a couple things. You look older than 15. You have a nice look about you. I wonder if there was ever a picture They never like revealed the picture when watching TCAT. They never revealed the picture of what they used for the decoy. I mean, I know they used like multiple. They used the blonde girl as the decoy for some of the guys. Like one of the days, and then the other girl they had the brown haired one, and then sometimes it was Dell. So they used like 3 different girls because there was never any guys. No, there was. They used Dell as the guy for like Don Cheech, and then yeah, okay. So, but I don't. They never talked about like the picture they used. Because I remember early on, like Riverside, they like show the picture, and then in like Ohio, they actually showed Rutherford talking to the decoy using the webcam. So I'm wondering what picture they used to display a black girl and why they chose to do that. Um, that's a question I should ask to the person that I interviewed. Retired vigilante. Yeah, come on, get out of the rain. Take your hat off. Doesn't come in, just leaves. Still gets arrested. Like you didn't even get inside the house. Just got wet and you got arrested. Didn't even come inside. That's funny. Anyways. Oh well, I hope 15 is not a problem. This is where I give him a graceful exit line. No, why should that be a problem? I don't know. I had some guy message me earlier and he was like, he was all you got a baby. You a baby, get out of the chat, so it's hard to say. No, not me. Not my style. That's not my style. Oh man, John Pierre Weary. I feel age is just a number. It's just how you feel. It's how you carry yourself. Oh, so he's already kind of getting the grooming going. He's already getting the grooming whole like, yeah, age is just a number thing, and trying to make her feel more mature, kind of prop her up. Yeah, I agree. Age is number, and color is just a shade. I've never heard that used before. Exactly. I've been colorblind most of my life. This was my first time playing a Blackie 2. I expected to get some racist comments, but I didn't get one during this entire sting. That's interesting. Well, so Xavier did this one. I think he's from like the West Coast. Maybe he had like he was like all these hicks down in Georgia. But yeah, the internet is a very racist place to be. So that's interesting. That's actually a little interesting thing that no one was ever racist, which is good. I mean, that's a good thing because racism is nasty. It's not my style either. I love how Jim James said that. Not my style. That's what him and JPW have in common. Once you go black, you come running back. Ooh. Yeah, that's interesting. So, and I wonder if this is even true. Like, exactly. I've been colorblind most of my life. So I wonder if he's like actually hashtag colorblind. Like he's really like, I'm not racist. Or he just wants to say that because he's thirsty for a kid, or he just wants to experience a black girl. Like he has that curiosity. Or he actually is colorblind and doesn't care. Once you go Asian, you never go back to Caucasian. That's probably for white guys. Like I think white guys love Asian women. I think they do. I'm assuming they do. I don't know. Yeah, so I guess this is like the picture perfect like Southern man, just typical Georgia boy, white boy going for a underage black girl. So that's cool. You cool. Then some guys on here are jerks, even though you just said that there was never any racism. Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, and I apologize to you on their behalf. And since they have no clue about how they are. What a gentleman. He's apologizing on behalf of all the racist men or jerks, because boys are jerks on her behalf. Thank you, Jim Klein. It's okay, your fault. You gotta pick on prof. You don't see the one in chat window? No, that stuff never works. Just damn, hold on. That stuff don't work either. I got a firewall thingy. Can you email? Nah, Tasha at Yahoo Talk. I'm interested. Like, there's no one else took that whatchamacallit, screen name or email address. So she's the first one. Okay, thanks. Sorry, no problem. Just sent 3 pics. So there's the one pic of him with his like little holiday sweater thing, and there's that other one where he's like has like hand in his head, kind of leaning, that smug look. I wonder what other pictures that he sent over to her. Chinese food. What if this picture works? This one works. Did you see my other pics on my profile? I got too many for that. They're on my MySpace and my Yahoo pics folder. Want a link? Sure. I doubt it works. Flickr. So Yahoo Photos just dumps you to Flickr. Is that really what it did? Yeah. Wow. So it just dumps you to Flickr. So I guess that doesn't work. Very nice. I liked them. So you need supervision, huh? Huh? I wonder what that's about. Oh, well, I like that shirt, but my mom don't. That's what I wore when I went to Jamaica with her. Jamaica with her. So I'm assuming they have. I don't remember what these pictures were from. I wonder if there was like a decoy. Prefer just a decoy that had was like black and let them do that. Interesting. I wonder why they chose to have a black decoy. There was just like a I don't know. I mean, considering they didn't have anyone that was black to play the actual like decoy in the sting, so I wonder if there was a reason for that. Not sure. Not question. Yeah, more pictures. So just talking about. I can take more. I have a dig camera. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Memory card holds more than 400 pics, and we'll do a 3-minute movie as well. Isn't that crazy? Think about our technology now. Memory card holds 400 pics and 3-minute video. Like our cameras can hold so much, or our phones can hold so much now. Back in 2007 or 6, excuse me. Oh wow, I did the wrong year. I think. Did I do the wrong year? Oh yeah, I did the wrong year. No one said anything. I didn't catch on that. It was 06, not 07. Duh. Let's see. I forgot. I completely messed up because I saw 07. Promiscuous. Oh my gosh. There you go. Promiscuous. Mr. J. Klein is promiscuous. Oh man. So I think I put in the wrong date. 2000. Wait. July 20th, 2006. Okay. Let's see what happened. Did I already see that? Did I already click on? I already clicked on this, didn't I? Okay, I already did. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, so it's funny how like 400 pics and 3-minute video was like so amazing back in 06 with sound. So he did have the sound. I have enjoyed it. So where by Columbus are you? I've been down that way. My dad was stationed at Fort Benning. Oh, nice. So he's a military man. He's came from military family. So I'm assuming like family. His dad retired down there. That's cool. Like 15 minutes away. I don't get my real town right away because you never know with guys online. You know, they could be serial killers or something. This is a really small town. Yeah, good. That's fine. I'm cool not knowing where you are. I mean, what are the chances that you and I would meet anyways? Look at this guy. So he's a little slickster. I think James is slick. He's a slick man because he's sending feelers out. He's giving her compliments. He's telling her about how age is just a number. He's one of those age is a number guys. Talks about his camera. So yeah, he's slick. He's a very slick man. Very. Oh, yeah, he's very sneaky about it because that's one of those lines where it's trying to gauge where the where the he's being coy. Yeah, like he's coy. He's trying to figure out and gauge the level of interest that he's doing. Yeah, he like the child like wanting to meet and stuff, and it's pretty upfront too. I mean, so he knows the age, knows the color, knows the picture, knows the name, and he's kind of setting feelers out. I don't know. I guess I presumed you wouldn't be interested in meeting me, so there you go. Another line of, "Oh, I just didn't think you wanted to meet me. I'm so sorry. I didn't think you wanted to meet me. Why wouldn't I if you were nice and we talked more and got along? I try not to presume stuff. Know what I'm saying? Presume you're gonna get in trouble for this, bro. Well, I don't automatically think that you would want to meet me simply because of our age difference. Not all people view age as a number. Just accept that the age difference, it says in this chat or his phone call. So again, the way this sounds, he's done this before. There's not much knowing and feeling out and trying to get to know her. It's just like, hey, let's meet, and age difference. People don't see that. People don't see it as a good thing, or they see it negatively. So he I don't know if he has a infatuation for younger or he's just desperate, but definitely it sounds like he's done it before in terms of talking. Well, you do, and so do I. Who cares? True. What about your parents? My dad's in jail. Oh my gosh. Uh, I guess. Never mind. Not gonna go there. I didn't tell my mom about my ex, so who cares? Oh, tell me about your ex. So it turns into. I think it's gonna be the older boyfriend thing to entice Mr. Klein to keep talking. He was 19. I met him on a vacay on the island. What island? Jamaica. Cool. It's okay, but he was kind of a playa. How long has it been since you've been with him? Months. We broke up a while back. I'm over it now. Again, I always have an issue with them having that age difference. I get it. Like I've said before, I get it. They always try to, you know, it's a good way to entice these guys to show that the girl is. I guess. Well, she said he's 15, so 19 fit. That's still disgusting. But like, I wouldn't. 19-year-old wants to date a 15-year-old. I don't know. I've already said my opinion about that, but yeah, it's not a huge fan. But it is a good way to get these guys to be like, oh, this girl has experience. So it's must have been tough for you. It was tough. I got over it. I'm tougher than anyone. I'm tougher than anyone, so it's all good. Sure. BRB, can you hold on a few minutes? Oh, sure. LOL. Why is that funny? Like I can't hold on a few minutes. Stick tongue out back at you. Ooh, James is a flirt. Well, I didn't know if you were on your way offline. LOL. I don't know. It's all good. Oh, and I have a rule. Don't stick your tongue out unless you plan on using it. Oh boy. Here we go. Klein Daddy, give it to me hard. LOL, I ain't got nothing to use it on here. Ooh. Well, when we meet. Wow, that's very upfront. Considering he knows the age and everything, there is yet to have any type of red flag or are you a cop or anything. But he mentions how society would frown upon it, or maybe the parents would frown upon it. So so he knows what he's doing is wrong. Or at the very least, he knows that people do not look kindly upon his behavior. At the very least. That's what you do to keep yourself busy. Not much. Blah blah blah. Oh, I would love to kiss. So he's already wanting to. He's already has his sexual advances towards her. What do you enjoy doing? Blah blah blah. So now he's starting to get to know her. He's already established what he wants to do. Wants to meet and kiss right now. So he wants to know what she wants to do, what she does. So he's just trying to get to know her a little more. Sorry. Now you sticking the tongue out. Damn, what can I ever do to make it up to you? Well, you buy me a pony. You started. Well, so just going back and forth. Buy me a pony. You're quite welcome. Hey, ya, Blinky. Hey, ya, back at ya. You like me, and what makes you say that? 'Cause you do. And what if I do? Problem with that? Ugh. So he's already very tongue-in-cheek flirting. No pun intended about the tongue. Good, makes me feel good. Well, I'm glad to make you feel good. Thanks. So tell me, what would you like to do? Say when we meet, what would your ideal time be? So he's just jumping right into meeting. Like he's jumping in right into meeting. He doesn't mention much about intercourse, but he mentions meeting right away. So not sure why he's so interested in meeting so quickly. Very aggressive, and he's only talked to her for like less than an hour. Ideal time to meet anytime this weekend because my mom is going to my aunt's for how long? A few days till a month. Wow, when she leave. I don't know. Blah blah blah. They're just kind of doing back and forth, back and forth. I'm down for whatever as well. That's cool. If you could do one thing with me at all, and I would say yes, what would it be? So she's proposing the question to him. You're all charged up, ready to go. I forgot who said what predator is like that. Chris says that to. You're all charged up and ready to go. Well, if you would say yes, then it would be safe to say that you would want to do that as well. Oh, I guess like he's wrong. I would enjoy being close with you, hence hold you closer. 2003. Peter Chris Moore. Oh, you all charged up to be here, and now you're here. I'm gonna take a shower. I would enjoy being close with you on the couch or wherever, and kissing you. And if that led somewhere, so be it. If not, that'd be fine too. So he's leaving it up to her, but he makes his intentions clear that he wants to meet and kiss and hold her closer in 2003. Like him and what's his face? I just did him. Westerbeck, Change for the Better 2006, Hold You Closer 2003. Just where do you come up with these things? I don't get it. I just don't get where those things come from. I don't get it. Hello, don't kissing always lead somewhere? Ah. Saying like, so what would that mean we do? Doesn't have to unless you want to. I don't go where I'm not invited. Well, at least he's nice and does that, right? He's nice and he doesn't push anything. Oh, I didn't think so. So what is your it's now it's your turn. If you could do one thing to me, what would it be? Let me think. Oh, wait. Thanks, I got booted. Booters sometimes boot me if I'm in chat because I'm black. I guess racism because of racism. That's not right on any level. Yeah, it's nice that you're nice to me. If I could do one thing, I just to be chat to honestly get to know each other, and maybe then I won't be bored all weekend. Cool. It would be hard for me to imagine if you're bored. Well, it's a small town. Yeah, but are those guys there blind? I don't know. Most of them are white, so probably not okay for them to be attracted to me. I don't understand. I don't understand that they are missing out. He's having jungle fever pretty hard. I mean, he's having some jungle fever. He really wants some chocolate loving. Huh. And he's playing up to it. He's definitely playing up to the whole thing because she's playing the whole sad card like this. Oh, it's white people or racist to me, and he's sitting there, playing that. Oh, I can be nice to you. I can be your savior, hero, / lover. So interesting take. I mean, this is quite an interesting take on the whole going after a child thing is the race card is interestingly used because and I don't know specifically if Mr. Klein has either like I said, jungle fever, which legitimately just jungle fever, or he wants a kid or what. So I don't know what his angle is, or maybe he just is attracted to her. So I think the whole race thing is definitely definitely an interesting way to kind of pull in and hold, pull you closer. 2003 to get Klein. And Klein uses it. Klein uses it as well. Klein uses it as a grooming method to make him seem like he's this white knight coming to end racism against this black girl. And it's definitely a way to get him in and get her comfortable with him talking and chatting and holding him closer. So interesting, nonetheless. So let's see. I guess it's hard not to feel like I'm not good for guys when it happens. Like I'm not cute and stuff. Are you kidding me? You are quite attractive. So you're doing a little flattering crap. Yeah. Hello, thanks for the hug. So tell me, what's on your mind? What are you thinking? I'm thinking that I like you and hope you like me a lot in the guy way. And tell me what you mean by in the guy way. Oh, that you don't want to go mall shopping and play Barbies? Oh my god. Play with Barbies. Honky with the donkey. Hey, I mean, happens, right? It happens. I mean, that's how you have biracial people. Mutts like myself. Mixing races. The Führer would not like this kind of man. The Negro does not deserve to be with a white person. Especially the purebred like James Klein, who should not be with the Negro like the Natasha. That's mean. I take that. It's a joke, complete joke. Please don't report me. Oh hell no, LOL. Stick face at yeah, kiss face. Then talking about. So do you cook? No. What you gonna do when mom is gone? I don't know. Bored probs. What about eating? What are you gonna do all weekend? I can heat up frozen food like pizzas and stuff. Plus, she leaves me cash for stuff. I think I'm gonna cook like cooking shows where they do crazy stuff. I can reheat or heat up anything. That's not cooking. That's not cooking. Field Marshal Mike Pence, yeah. There is room for improvement for the Hold You Closer 2003. He finds and he fancies the Negro child. I don't understand what is appealing about the Negro child for not the Mike Pence, for the James Klein. I do not like that. Let's see. Well, not necessarily the crazy stuff, but just cook. Yeah, I mean, if you're a fucking 15-year-old, what do you mean? This is a cooking show. I feel like if I was a 15-year-old black girl, I would know how to cook. Your mother would teach you how to cook. Like most black girls that I know within my family or friends, they were cooking. They were cooking. So it's interesting that she doesn't cook, or at least they didn't paint her as someone that could cook. Really, it's a matter of following directions. Yeah, hold you closer. He's bored of his wife's green bean casserole. He wants to try some Jamaican food. I don't know if she's Jamaican per se, but he wants to try some jerk chicken or something. Maybe scrub than order out. I'd rather just do that. I can relate much easier times because James can't cook. Maybe his wife can't cook and he's pissed. I mean, I don't know if James's wife can't cook. I don't know about that. I'm not sure. Maybe he's just bored of her cooking. Having like broiled turkey, plain turkey with salt and pepper every night just was pissing James off. So maybe the pepper steak fixed a little bit different way was like his euphoria. He let the Chinaman fix him up some good food. He probably took it home too. I think James Klein was one of those guys that just like always had leftovers from restaurants. Like you go to like Red Lobster and just always have leftovers. like always. His family was a leftover family that always had leftovers, but I don't know. I could be wrong. But like he'd always come in to work with like leftovers and brag about it. He's like, "Yeah, it was real good. You know, last night me and the kids went out to Red Lobster, and they said, 'What do you want today?' I said, 'I don't know, just boil some lobsters for me.' So it was good. Yeah, I just had the lobster King Fest lobster crab shit at Red Lobster. That's my take on him. So we go like Ruby Tuesdays and go to the salad bar. What else? Yeah, regulars at this Red Lobster, and I know the waitress is there. Let's see. I'm curious what you're thinking. Thank you. I'm thinking you're cool. You know what I could use right now? Ooh, a massage, especially my shoulders and neck. That'd be nice. So he wants a massage from a 15-year-old girl. So his wife apparently, I guess, I'm wondering if his marriage is like stale, boring. I don't understand, or maybe he's disconnected with his family. That's why he's talking this way, because he's kind of talking flirtatiously, but also kind of like as if he's trying to be a father figure. And then also, Mister, like, I want a massage. This is all like 10:30 at night. So where's his wife? Where is James Klein's wife at this point? Oh, I haven't done that. Well, I'd let you practice then, but I would give you one as well. I'm fair about that. James is a a equal, very equal. Excuse me, a quality person. He believes that he's colorblind, so he's not a racist, and he also will give and receive massages. Can't cook. Well, I don't like when stuff is not fair. Give me an example. My ex was very unfair. He was a lazy guy. Tell me how he was not fair. Oh, he just wanted everything done to him. You know, guys are like that. Like he didn't want to max. Oh, sex stuff. Oh, we get into the sex talk. Turn down the volume. It's the sex talk. So he wasn't into pleasuring you. Dot 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 dot. He just wanted to be Oh yeah, here you go. Yeah, I wouldn't though unless he did just. So he just did reg. Oh, so you wouldn't go down him unless he went down you, and then you two just end up doing it. Yeah, but you would have liked it if he took the lead and went down on you. Oh man, this is the juicy stuff. Yeah, like I shouldn't have to say to do this or that. The guy is supposed to be the guy. I mean, I guess it's to each their own. Everyone has their preference. There's equality sometimes. Some people like to have the women take charge. Some like want the men to take charge, or just to be a mutual thing. I hear ya. See, I wouldn't want you to go down on me because you thought I would like it. I want you to go down on me because you enjoyed it. So here he goes. This is all within this is like an hour and a half into the chat too. This is all an hour and a half in, and we're already at the. We're already. Did I miss it? Yeah, we're already, and he's already talking about the pleasures of oral sex. Yeah. So then now he's Mr. Curious Cat about, oh, he never done on you? Nope, just did reg. That's interesting. I've never heard like just reg as used, just like we just did boring missionary. Like I've never heard that. Like just I guess in that sense, just like reg sex. Have you ever thought about it? Yeah, of course. The famous line. I can tell you one thing. My tongue would be all over you, your mouth, your nipples, down between your legs, too. And there he throws caution to the wind. There is the famous line or two lines rather, that made James Klein a household name, especially in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, but everywhere across the country. This was broadcasted to everybody. This was Chris Hansen read aloud over the voiceover. Oh, LOL. Oh, wow. And you would be pulling my head back up saying, okay, baby, that's enough now. Wow, he is confident in his skills. James Klein is confident in his skills. Pay the bills. LOL, I doubt I'd do that. Who says we're deceitful? I should have told him that it would not be like that. Then I would turn over and you could ride my face for a while. So James Klein likes to get his face set on. I wonder if that's not something he did with his own spouse. But he wants a 15-year-old girl to sit on his face. Perfect. Oh boy, this is James Klein getting the Chinese food. LOL, you wouldn't let me do that. Now you're playing. No, I would. LOL, I don't believe that. And I would play with your nipple. Oh, see? While you rode my face. Man, he is in Fantasyland. Yeah, Broncos. It's interesting how generic he is, but then he goes online and does all this. And like I was saying before, I don't think this is his first time talking to a minor. I mean, because he could be one of those guys. He could potentially just be one of those guys that like his marriage, and like I don't know. This is just a theory, obviously. So I don't like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, this is the marriage. But it seems like the marriage is maybe not going well, or there's just it's drying up, literally and figuratively. Unfortunately, I don't want to sound like a dick, but so he goes to the internet. I mean, because his screen name is Hold You Closer 2003. So assuming he's had this profile for 3 years, maybe. So is he on the internet just kind of getting his kicks, talking to women and saying how he wants to ride their face or he wants them to ride his face and all these things, um, and then but then at the same time he clearly at the beginning says like, yeah, it's fine with your age. Like he has no qualms about her age. So I wonder if that's indication, that he's done it before. So I would assume he's one of those guys that has talked to both of age and underage people. So who that was someone from Petaluma that said that, right, Mister Cash Mooney? I remember. I forget. I'm trying to remember. I remember that someone saying that they need a mature friend to talk to. Um, he's not. That's not what he said in the phone call, though. Well, I mean, in the phone call, he was all like, I could get in trouble, go to jail. I could go to jail to register sex for. Yeah. I mean, no, he knows all the legal ramifications and everything, and then I think yeah. He has seen To Catch a Predator. He's seen this thing, so he knows all these things. He knows all of this, but doesn't care. He doesn't care about any of it, and he's still coming. And he has such like a laugh and good time doing it and saying it. So, LOL, yeah, big talk. Here's my laundry. Well, I'm just hard thinking about going down on you and rewriting my face. So he's he's more of a submissive guy. He likes to submit. He likes to be dominated, I guess, in that way, because he wants to pleasure her and then be taken. I know. I'm not gonna go there. Ugh, I don't want to think about it. And then when I make you feel good, you want to make me feel good. Oh, he keeps saying when and if. If you did, then I'd be down for whatever. Should I be saying if or when? Depends on if or when you're really down, whatever. BRB, okay. Yeah, thank you. When would you be interested in me coming down there? See, look at that. How fast that was. Um, he seems so aloof, like he wasn't taking it seriously. Like, yeah, I know. It's just like, but I think one thing with the phone call that was made, was his level of comfort. I think that phone call made him more comfortable and at ease. Like, oh, it's a real 15-year-old girl. She's on the phone. So I think with some of these phone calls, like predators really do change like their attitudes and change their whole like mindset. Because I think in terms of James, like he's like, this is Jim. It's like, hi, this is Natasha. And she's like, hey, how you doing? And he gets all like excited and ready for it and stuff. So I think he was I think he was joking in that sense because he was like, "Oh, this is an actual 15-year-old, blah blah blah. She's real." So I think the phone call really set him on course for coming over. Uh, so hey, it's Jim. Yeah, so I think the phone call really just kind of set him up, made him like feel like, okay, I'm good. Hashtag got it. Gonna pull the trigger. Yeah, I was saying before, Bronco. Yeah, Cannon Fell or Net Buckeye 2.0 now. He does a lot of those calls. It's just funny. It's just some of the reactions as people give it. It's interesting. Some people are just like amazed that this guy's sitting here laughing about being a registered sex offender. It's like I'm working at like Target or Kohl's or some random store, and some guy's calling up about coming down at 7 and being a sex offender, and it's just like But sometimes you get scared. I mean, it's some of those calls can be scary. You're just like, is this guy gonna come down and kill us? This world we live in. If I came down after work tomorrow, where would I stay, huh? If I came down, evening, where would I stay? Why would you stay here? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. So he's trying to see if he can spend the night because I think it's like an hour and a half drive. I think. Asking about neighbors. Oh, you don't know my town. There's like nobody here. It's a super small town. No one lives near you. I mean, it's a big place I'm at, and we're not even friends with people. Pepe. Hey, Pepe, I'm in here. In town, it's not a big deal. I wouldn't want to get in trouble with your mom because someone said something. Nah, that wouldn't happen. So yeah, they have a decent size. That house is pretty decent size. So does he ever ask what the mom does since dad's in jail? Um, where she was able to get that house? I wouldn't. Okay. So he's worried about neighbors, and none of those guys is worried about neighbors because he doesn't want to get caught. Again, doesn't want to get caught. Lunch, getting back from lunch. It's 8 in the yeah, yeah. I like that one too. It's like yeah, it's not lunch. It's like in the morning time. Or he like tells him the time because he's like it's about 1:15. It's like no, it's like 7 a.m. It's about 1:15. Um, yeah, I think they've also ordered like cheesesteaks, like a cheesesteak, like a Philly cheesesteak place. Did that. So what's funny? This morning I went to brunch with a friend, and I ordered like a sausage, egg, and cheese on a plain bagel. And so usually when you get these things, they have like a patty, so it's almost like a burger, but it's like a patty. Some places do sausage links. So I get mine, and there's a really good amount of like they have shredded cheese. It's like an egg. They like flip over the egg, and then there's shredded cheese on it. And for the sausage, it was like one like mini like Jimmy Dean sausage, and it was like the biggest like joke of my life. I was just so pissed, but I was like, I'm not gonna fight. I don't want to argue about it. I just want to eat. It was just the stupidest thing I've ever. I don't know. I don't know why I brought that up, but I was just mad. So yes. Yeah, I was gonna say it was made a little bit different freaking way because it had a little sausage. It didn't cover. It covered like 1/4 of the whole like bagel sandwich thing. It was just so annoying. I was so pissed. So pissed. Anyways, I'm sorry. I wouldn't want you to get in trouble with your mom because someone said something, or you wouldn't. You get in trouble too. So I'm gonna come down. Yeah, if you want, I'm really bored all weekend. You can kind of you kind of got me all going a little bit. Ooh, got her going. And you better yell. You could. Yeah, but it was like a small. It was like if you do the OK symbol with your hand, it was like that big. Little like index finger thumb thing. That little OK sign that was as big as the sausage like circle. And it was a good sized bagel. I was pissed. 650 down the drain. Okay, another question. How do I know this isn't some kind of sting operation? I've heard a lot about these things on the news. See? Again, he was just bored like Keith Williams. Bored? Was it in France? No, it's here in the States. Yeah, I mean it was here in the States. It was like it was a place. It wasn't. Yeah, it was just like this little derpy place. It has really good pancakes, but I should have got a waffle. More of a waffle. I don't like. I mean, I love pancakes, but I like waffles better. I haven't had breakfast food in a long time. Um, so it, like the cops and stuff. Yeah, man shows up and then he's escorted out to the back seat of the car in cuffs. LOL. Why is that LOLing? See, this guy's LOLing. Yeah, even in the chat, he's laughing about it, which is weird. I don't know if it's a nervous laugh or what. I haven't seen that as like on the cops the show. No, but I've seen on the news. Oh, weird. I haven't seen this. I've heard stories like that on the radio. That's weird. So they do it in GA. Do what? Like the stuff in? No. Didn't see anything. Heard it on the news and the radio. Well, I'm not working a cop, and you're not working with them. No, I'm just bored. No, I'm just bored. Not a cop. So another one of those guys that they hear about it in other states and whatever, and since it's not in their county or their state, they don't think it's possible, even though it's literally possible anywhere that has a computer and handcuffs. Uh, that's funny. That's all it takes. So I'm wondering what he saw. I'm wondering if he actually saw Dateline then, if he's saying or referring to it. He's heard on the radio. And he again mentions it to the decoy on in the phone call, like, yeah, it's a sting. These guys they don't do anything. They just show up and boom, the handcuffs are on and boom, they're registered sex offenders for the rest of their lives. So yeah, another guy. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get why. Like what? I will never understand why these guys ask these decoys if they're cops and then they just believe them when they say, no, I'm not. I will never understand that. So what do we do now? How do we set up this meet for me to come see you? I know I'm asking for good questions from time. I'm known for asking good questions from time to time. Yes, you are, but you're not good at answering questions. Like when they asked you what you wanted at the Chinese food place, and you said, "I don't know." They fixed you up something a different way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. He's seen the freaking. He's seen something at least. I'm assuming he's seen Dateline because at the point Georgia was like, geez, I think it was like what the fifth, sixth sting, because it was okay. Let me just see this real quick. Because I don't remember the order. Stuck at the order. No, it's the Bethpage, New York, DC. Yeah, so I mean, it was the fifth, sixth one. I mean, they had already done. Yeah, they had done Herndon, Bethpage, Herndon, Mariloma, Greenville, Fort Myer, and then it was Georgia. So I mean, they had already done. So he had a chance to have seen 5 different freaking stings, and he heard it on the radio. So maybe he heard him on Opie and Anthony. Maybe he heard of Opie and Anthony. He said he heard it on the radio. So maybe he saw Chris Hansen on Opie and Anthony, just like Lubrano did. So there you go. Maybe a little similarity. These guys have like weird similarities. Like James Klein said, "Not my like that's not my style," just like JPW did. That's what I'm saying. Like they're not gonna tell you they're a cop. Like why? I guess like if you live in Jeff Stacy's fantasy world, they have to tell you. Like it's like when do you think cops are just like the most honest people? Like I'm not bashing cops, but it's not like they're 100% honest with you the entire time. Oh, I just farted. Excuse me. But it's like we see in these investigations, like they're not sitting there like they're being your best friend and kind of lying to you so you can confess to the crime and incriminate yourself. Like the same thing right here. It's like and it's not, they're not even cops, obviously. It's just perverted justice. But again, the whole, so I guess they are technically telling the truth. You're not a cop. No, I'm not a cop. So I guess technically telling the truth because they're not cops. They're perverted justice, but they get the point. But anyways, even if it was a cop, we get it. Yeah, they all have druggy friends that tell them like, hey, dude, fucking Hold You Closer 2002 told James Klein, hey, buddy, if someone comes to you and they're asking like a 14-year-old, then just ask them if they're a cop, and if they say no, they're fine. They have to tell you. So yeah, he's talking about he's setting up to come to work. If you want to do, if that's what you want to do, I don't want to get sit up. Depends what time you get off and stuff. I got off around 5 p.m. So that shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to get down around 7 p.m. or so. So I'm wondering if, yeah, I'm assuming he'd leave work, and I don't know if he'd stop by his house or he'd just go straight there. Or he told his family. Like, I wonder what he told his family he was doing. Gonna go see a friend, go spend the night at a friend's place. Like, I wonder what was in his truck. I wonder because he just showed up with his like little jeans and tucked in dad shirt shit. Like, I wonder if he had anything in the vehicle to spend the night with. Because he definitely didn't look like he had a lot coming in the house. Just had him. His like dad bod tucked in shit. Like if you're coming to like do stuff with somebody, like stop looking like a fucking dad. Like you're taking your kid to a soccer game or something. Like that's one thing that like makes me irritated about these guys. It's like at least try not to look like you could be the freaking kid's dad you're trying to come have sex with. Just like James Klein looks like another like example of a guy you'd see behind you the line at the um, dry cleaners or line at Target or go to Home Depot. It's like stop looking like that when you're trying to go on a date with a girl or something. Like, ugh. Again, the level of like delusion these guys have. Are you gonna go to a bar and dress like that and expect to get like women? Like Jim Roushly's had like a leather jacket on, like a nice button-up shirt. Got a nice leather jacket. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Anyways, so yeah, they've already set up the time. I mean, they've been talking for 2.5 hours, and he's already set up a time to meet and come over the next day. So I mean, so James Klein is a smooth operator. He only needs 2.5 hours to steal your girl, apparently. Um, why? Why is he? Just want to know what to look for. So, what is the small town I'll be coming to? I'll give you my Addy address. Columbus looks like it's out in the middle of nowhere. How close is your how close is your closest neighbor? Pretty far. Huh. So he's asked the neighbor like several times. He's asked about the neighbor several times. He's just concerned. Like it's like he's really concerned about the neighbor. He's not concerned about anything else but like the neighbor. Because he's mentioned a couple times about your parents or your mom finding out, but he hasn't really said anything else. So yeah, I just got out of the truck. You going to the site? Yeah, James Klein. Jim Roush's impeccable style. Of course, I mean, he could have had 2 or 3 men the night before. I wonder if he had the same outfit on from the night before. He was like, "Fuck it, didn't work. Just wear the same outfit. Different. It's like different night, same outfit, different women to turn down." How is it that you ended up? Okay. How close is your close neighbor? How is it that you ended up in the middle of nowhere? My dad went to jail like when I was 2, and my dad, my granddad set us up in the house. My mom, he pay for it. That way we are taken care of. Interesting story to tell. He doesn't ask. He wasn't. Some of these guys they don't want to get elaborate story. Like they don't want like the decode to elaborate more on like it sounds sketch or weird or like, what the fuck's the story up. So yeah, that's cool. It kind of sucks. What what about us talking on the phone before I come there? Yeah, see, so he initiates the phone conversation. Usually it's the decoy that wants to talk, but it's Jim this time that wants to talk. Jim keeps it classy at swingers clubs. Yeah, I mean he is. He has a standard. It's not just the sex. Give him the sex. He'll do the sex, but no, I mean he wants more than that, and those women obviously weren't for it. So, call me after your mom leaves. What about that? At your work, I can. Cinna, give me your cell phone number. Boom, there's a cell phone number. By the way, my name is Jim. Hmm. Know that your email said so. Oh, he must have had a signature. So he fucking sends a pictures of himself to a child, but he like puts in his automatic signature, probably his email signature. Um, nice. And oh, there you go. After soliciting sex from a child, he gives his name. Oh, I'll ride my face. I'm gonna go down on you. Blah blah blah. Oh, by the way, my name's Jim. Um, so I noticed that. So it's kind of racist, to be honest. If it's a black decoy, the father is always in prison. Yeah, interesting thing. It seems interesting that was the choice. Um, instead of just saying like, "Hey, divorced" or something. I don't know. I don't know. Just I'm right there with you, Bronco. I don't get it. I am not sure. So he wants her to call him. He wants her to call him, or he wants her to call him when the mommy leaves. I guess that way he can determine she's real or not because he's gonna go to bed, obviously. Um, because he probably wants to hear her voice and like confirm that she's real before he like leaves his house and wastes his time. Um, because yeah, and if I don't hear from you by what time, that would mean that it is off and I should not come. So yeah, I mean, he's wanting to make sure that's happening. That Little Miss Sunshine's a done deal. Hmm. Excuse me. No problem there. I'm printing it out right now. Man, he is thirsty. Printing the map out and everything. So he must be like downstairs in an office or something. Wife upstairs, or I don't know. I'm just curious. It's curious to see like if there was like a lot of issues with the marriage or what. Um, he's been doing this. But tell me what you're thinking about. I'm thinking about how cool it'd be when you're here having fun. Cool. So what are you thinking about? Sam driving up and giving you a big hug. Oh, so sweet. Well, I'm heading off to bed now. Okay, have a nice sleep. Probably think of me. If I'm thinking of you, I won't be able to go to sleep. And you may leave me an offline or email, and I'll check it in the morning before I go to office. Cool, I might not. It depends if I can get on the computer before she leaves. We want to hang out for a bit. Also depends when I wake. Oh, okay. Send me an email since I won't get an offline. I am at the office. Hold you closer 2003. Sweet and pleasant news to you. We'll look forward to your call. Look for your call. Why is that his email? Of course, you can't call or email him very easily. Check the conviction. That's his chat. 2.5 hours. 2.5 hour chat. That's all it took. That's all it took. Was 2.5 hours for him to slide in the DMs. Nice. Let's see. Sorry, computer froze there a little bit. Okay, go to the conviction. Hello, long jail term. You are caused by the above. Jim Klein trip towards 6th Dateline sting, Harris County, Georgia sting. As readers of the site know, Georgia is showing the country how to do it. Last year, predators arrested due to art of evidence averaged 1.87 years in jail, with Harris leading the way. The average should rise. Klein received 10-year sentence with a minimum of 5 years to serve. He also will have 10 years of probation and needs to register as a sex offender for life. Damn. That's crazy. I remember they were probably the hardest thing on them. They really slammed them. Georgia don't play. Them boys down there do not play. Jim Klein openly left about being arrested. You can download the recording and hear it for yourself. Aren't really, since that's exactly what has happened to him. Some people might say, yeah, that's because you're catching is a stupid guy, not a predator. And those people will be stupid ones. What do you mean? I don't know why that people would be stupid. I don't know who would say that, but fact is, a guy like James Klein is the very definition of a predator. He knows what the law is. He knows what the penalties are. He simply cares more of the idea of taking a young child sexually than the idea of going to jail. That's a predator, not stupidity. I wonder where that's coming from. I wonder if someone has told him that. Mr. Irk has been told that, or what? As a prayer, yeah. To drive hours in the face of potential negative outcome for him showed how much potential positive outcome to him. Great work for everyone in Harris County, blah, blah, blah. So what? Was those pictures that something happened to the pictures? Is this picture not working? Image check? Oh, well. Whatever it was, we can't see it now. It's gone forever, never. So yeah, that is the James Klein Hold You Closer 2003. So let's look up James Klein Predator. James Klein Predator. I do have a James Klein video, so I mean to pimp out my channel, but go back through. I have the James Klein. I did a James Klein video where I dub him over from the WCW, the NWO theme. The yeah, I do that one. Honestly, Jim doesn't seem like the typical pair of some sort of sadistic conflict more like marriage affection. Yeah, I mean, that's what. And I was thinking, I feel like he had done this before. I really do think that he has done it before, and he has been a serial chatter. Because again, I think from his screen name "Hold You Close" 2003, it's definitely an intimate, um, what you call it. It's very intimate thing to say, "Hold you closer." So like a sexual thing. So I think I don't think James Klein was necessarily a first time person. I think he's definitely hit up both of age people and underage. So yeah. He's out in Florida. It's Michael Klein, yeah. That's not our boy. Joey, have you tried contacting James Klein at all? I don't think he's gonna talk to people. Some of these guys are literally trying their hardest to never be found, and they're doing their best. And some of these guys have done their stuff, so they just want to go on with it, move on with their life. So, but again, he will be a sex offender for the rest of his life. He knew it, and he knew it too. Like you said, he knew he was gonna be a sex offender the rest of his life. So there is James Michael Klein. At this point, he's what? 55, 56. Yeah, he definitely looks like life has hit him Roaf. Oh, look at that child molestation. Wow. They some states they're just like, oh, come and solicit sex, and then it's like child molestation. So, and I think this is the same house he's been in for. I would not be surprised if this is his, like, he's still living at the same house. Yeah, he might have. He might have, been what's the word? Infidelity. Is that the word? Sleazing around. Maybe he could have been, or maybe there was a mutual thing. Because he never talks about his family or his job. Like, one thing about James in his chat, he never talks about his own life or any of that. He doesn't talk about any of it. So he only talks about he always talks about the girl and complimenting the girl and wanting to be with the girl. So he never mentions his own family. I don't think. I don't remember him saying that because I don't think he ever mentions like wife, kid, son. Nope. Yeah. Doesn't really mention anything. So I mean, why wouldn't he? I feel like he'd be. Well, I mean, some predators will talk about their families. Like they'll bring their families into it because they want to get to like know. Because some of the guys love to use that as like a way to get the kid to think, oh, he's fine, he's okay, don't worry about him, he's a family man. Yeah, I mean it's awkward, but some dudes use it as like a tool to no, this is not him. They use it as like a way to make themselves more personable and oh, I already have kids your age, don't worry, like maybe so it's some of those guys. So let's do Jim Klein. There's really not a lot about him. That's the thing about the Georgia guys. They got slammed, but there's really not a lot about these guys out there. I've done some creepy research in, and I think I may have found his family, like his whole family. So I think, like, I don't know. I could be completely off. So let's do Jim Kawa. So yeah, there's really not a lot about them out there. Or I'll just do James Klein TCAM. Let's see that. I'm getting too much about. Yeah, it's just really Net Buckeye 2.1. It's really just his Paul's. Yeah, 43-year-old married with 3 kids. I mean, he's married with 3 kids, so I don't know. Yeah, there's really not a lot about our boy. Yeah, that's strange. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, he's like I mean, look at him right here. He's how deathly he looks in this pic. Like this is like I think this is like right after jail, probably. Yeah, he looks deathly in that picture. Ugh, that sucks. And that's when he's in jail. Yeah, he looks not that good. So then that's what he looks like right now. I'm assuming this is 2018, but right there, I mean, he looks pissed and smug as always. Yeah, I mean that is the Jim Klein. Let's see. Yeah, that's really him. I mean, it's interesting that yeah, some of these guys just look fucking terrible from their stint in the slammer. He still has that pissed off look on his face, like just a pissed off dad look. I don't think James is a total degenerate like that. Like, I fully imagine the type of guy who fully knows what he's doing wrong, guilty. The last thing he wants to be reminded of his family. Nah, I don't. I'm not saying he's like that. I'm just saying that there's predators that do that. Some of those guys will bring up their families, but I don't know. I think he's just in his own world. I think he's the James is James is like just in his world. And yeah, so I don't think he's necessarily someone like he's. I mean, they all do their grooming, but I don't think he's necessarily like um a Dustin McFedridge or something. Nah, I don't think this is gonna take forever. MSN.com. Does anyone even go to MSN.com anymore? Yeah, so that's really gonna be it on him. But yeah, I mean, go to check out if you guys have not checked out. If you guys like James Klein's crap, yeah, definitely check out Net Buckeye. And then go to this video. God, the Chiefs killed the Colts today. They killed them. Let's see, where is it? On my channel. I'm plugging my channel like a jerk, I know. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right here. This one. You gotta check out this one. This is the one to watch right here. So yeah, watch this one. It's funny. I have dubbed over his phone call as well. I imagine he's sort of like Woolen. He keeps, yeah. I think he's kind of like Woolen. He's kind of like Woolen in the sense that he's trying to just live this little like fantasy world online, talking away and having a fun time, whereas other guys are just serial running after kids. But I mean, again, like he doesn't seem like he's some idiot guy. I mean, he knows what he's doing, so it just kind of wonders why he's doing it. So, like, if he's looking for a black girl or looking for a kid. Um, so yeah, it's interesting. I mean, there's definitely different ways of viewing him. Like there's different ways of viewing him as if like he's a serial predator that likes to go after kids all the time, or he was just kind of a one-time thing. And it just happened that way. But who knows? Mind of Klein, the mind of Klein. So yes, yeah, I think this is pretty much it. It was a short little video. Shorter than the other ones. Not a long chat, 2.5 hours. Didn't take him long to talk about meeting up and stuff. So he definitely wants to meet. He definitely wanted to meet up pretty fast. Yeah, and then he started talking about what he wanted to do. So he definitely had specifics of what he wanted to do. And yeah, and then he was caught. And he's I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. He kind of, I think he just froze up once he was caught. He froze up. He was like, shit. He knows exactly what it was. That's why he had that like disappointed, pissed off look. Like, fuck, I have to drive home. It didn't really seem like he might have never seen Dateline. Me now that I think about it, he might have never seen Dateline because, he the way he reacted to Chris was very much like he hadn't seen it, and then he kind of just smugly like pissed off leaves after, and doesn't seem he almost, when the cops came, he pretty much knew right away. I think maybe for a couple seconds he didn't think there was going to be cops because he just saw cameras, but he knew right away once the cops came. He was like, "Yep." I think he would take anything that comes his way. Probably. I mean, he very well. I mean, he's going after a 15-year-old kid, so yeah. I mean, he used the race card to his advantage. Oh, I'm a nice white guy. I'm not a racist white guy like everybody else in Georgia. Kidding. Yeah. So yeah. Again, James Klein, infamous for his. I think he's most known for his phone call. Little to no TV time. I mean, he had little TV time. But it'll always be known as. Let me see if there's a picture. Hold you closer. 2003. I want to see if there's a picture of his like a screen cap and showed it. It was positive. Look at, oh, I'm right there. Um, I don't know what these pictures are. Yeah, he has that. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, now see, I don't know, like where. Yeah, see, just that like smug, like fuck you. I'm trying to find the chat, like the screen cap from the chat. Yeah, here you go. This one. Fucking computer would work. Oh yeah, there you go. See, yeah, this picture. Oh yeah, here you go. This is what he will always be known for. And I can tell you one thing: my mouth will be all over you, and your mouth and apples out between your legs too. I'm sure Chris was definitely delighted he had to say that. They're like, "Ah, can you read these lines? And put it on. We're gonna put it on TV." Mm. So yep, yeah. So there we go, Mr. James Klein. So yeah, yeah. Again, interesting predator. Very boring but interesting because he had specific things and being known for wanting to go after a little black girl. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I'll wrap it up here. I appreciate everybody coming on and chit chatting and having a little fun. Enjoy the. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their night and the rest of their weekend. I'm going to be snowed in, so should be on tomorrow with another Predator video. So again, thanks to everyone for tuning in, and yeah, Mike Pence is signing off for the night. Hold your significant other closer. 2019. Chinese food. Is that all right?